Stanley Castle. About 2 miles south of Paisley, in the southwest corner of the reservoir of the Paisley Water Company, are the ruins of Stanley Castle. It is only at rare intervals that the water in the reservoir is low enough to allow a visit to be paid to the interior of the castle, which is, perhaps, fortunate, for the best impression of the building is at a distance. The interior has been entirely gutted for many years, and it is a marvel that the main structure has so long withstood the action of the water by which it is almost constantly surrounded. Crawfurd is again our chief source of information as to the early possessors of Stanley. The barony and castle were, he says, first in possession of the Denelstouns of that ilk, for I have seen in the public rolls of King Robert III a charter granted to Sir Robert Denelstoun, knight, of these lands, the 2nd year of his reign, 1372. His estate, by marriage of Elizabeth, one of his daughters and co-heirs, came to Sir Robert Maxwell of Calderwood, in the same reign, and so to George Maxwell, son of Sir John Maxwell of Calderwood, ancestor of the Maxwells of Newark, about the year 1477, and became the patrimony of Archibald Maxwell, younger son of this George Maxwell, first of the House of Newark. They continued a family in good reputation until at last they failed in the person of John Maxwell of Stanley, who, with the consent of Janet Crawfurd, a daughter of the House of Ferme, his wife, and John, his eldest son and apparent heir, alienated the lands of Stanley, in the year of 1629, to Dame Jean Hamilton, Lady Ross. It does not seem to be known when Stanley Castle was built. Mr. McGibbon places it in the 3rd period of Scottish architecture, the years between 1400 to 1542, and, conformably to this opinion, he thinks there is no doubt it was erected by the Maxwells during the 15th century. The building appears to be entirely lacking in historical associations, and today its chief attraction, in the estimation of the poetic people of Paisley, consists in its having been a favourite haunt of the ill-fated Tanner Hill. Several references to Stanley Tower and Stanley Green Shaw occur in his poems.